I still count down? Can I still count down?
5, 4, 3.
Hi, I'm Rand Paul. I am 52 years old, born in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I am currently the Republican Senator of Kentucky. I attended Baylor University and then the Duke University Medical School, where I received my medical degree in 1993. I moved to Bowling Green, Kentucky to start my family and advance my ophthalmology career. I have always had a Republican view with libertarian leanings and became known in the political arena in 2008 while campaigning for my father, Ron Paul, for the Republican presidential nomination. By electing me as your president, you can expect the largest tax cut in American history. I will also guarantee that Congress will be required to read every bill and live under the laws they pass. I vow to heal the nation and reverse the course of Obamacare, repeal every last bit of it. Due to Ms. Clinton's recent scandal, I assure you we will establish a foreign policy that encourages stability, not chaos. As most of us are aware, legal immigration is a pressing problem in the United States. Seeing as 12 million United States inhabitants have entered legally, what does that tell you? Our border security has not had the focus and attention it needs to properly be secure. I plan to execute a process I call Trust and Verify. It starts off with an annual vote on border security strength voted on by Congress, not the administration report. My full intention is to initiate a foreign policy that encourages stability, not chaos. The solution doesn't have to be amnesty or deportation. Maybe there is a middle ground where those who came here legally have a period that they go through probation. We will create work visas for those who are already here and willing to come forward and work. The modernization of our visa system and border security would allow us to accurately track immigration and enable us to let more people in. By doing this, we will be able to bring those workers out of the shadows and becoming tax-paying members of society. Across our nation, schools are run by the Federal Department of Education. How exactly can you expect a person living in Washington to fully properly understand how things are in each school in California or Texas? I fully returning control of education to local communities and their states, then eliminating the federal department altogether. However, certain functions that were once carried out by the Department of Education, such as student loans, would be transferred to more local educational departments. By enabling this method, it will allow each school to run in a way that works best for the benefit of the student and the future of our school itself. The Second Amendment states, I quote, "The right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed." So why are there 26 out of our 50 states preventing these residents from honoring this simple amendment? Gun control legislation is a complete violation of the Second Amendment to the United States Constitution. When it comes down to it, our government is too focused on background checks for the owner and buyer of the gun. If we want to get background checks in all private sales, the only way to determine that we'll have a registry of every person in all purchase of weapons, and that would be cataloged in some sort of national registry. Having a gun registry and having to rely on the government to keep it as a secret just wouldn't work. I don't support it, and the government isn't exactly good at keeping secrets anyhow. We should seriously consider that could save lives in certain gun-free zones. We simply announce to the public that way it reaches shooters. The teachers and principals are allowed to have concealed carry permits, and that if you come to trying to shoot up a school, that you may be shot in the process. I am the best candidate for running for the presidential election. Everything I plan to do for our country is only beneficial to Americans and their homes. Nothing I do will be out of selfishness. This is a time for boldness and action. The time is now. Stand with me. Stand together for liberty. Don't let our nation fall and vote for Paul. For all those seeking success, stand with Rand. I kept stuffing it, but I had to go down.